For number 13 again, the diagram is here, which is nice. It says the sonar operator on a cruiser detects a submarine at a distance of 500 meters. So there's the sonar operator. The submarine is here, 500 meters away, and at an angle of depression of 37 degrees. Here's the angle of depression. And then the question is, how deep is the submarine? So how deep is the submarine? Okay. Again, here's our acute angle. This is the hypotenuse. This is the opposite side. Because again, this would be the adjacent side because it's next to 37 degrees. Opposite hypotenuse. Opposite hypotenuse is the sine ratio. So I know sine of the angle, which is 37 degrees, is equal to the ratio of the opposite leg divided by the hypotenuse. That's an easy proportion to solve. Easy because we have a calculator. Sine of 37 degrees. Sine 37 degrees times 500 divided by 1. So that's 300.9. $300.9. 14. A golfer is standing at the tee. Here's the tee. Here's the golfer looking up to the green on a hill. So he's looking up this way. If the tee is 36 yards lower than the green, so the green's up here and the tee is 36 yards lower, and the angle of elevation from the tee to the hole is 2%. So actually the angle is this angle. It's just way out here because they couldn't draw it in there, it's too small. Find the distance from the tee to the hole. So they want to know this distance. But again, here's our right triangle, right? Here's the acute angle. This side is the opposite side, and this is the hypotenuse, right? Opposite hypotenuse, that looks like sine again. We already did that. Here's opposite hypotenuse, which is sine. So we know sine of the angle, that's 12 degrees, is equal to the ratio of the opposite leg divided by the hypotenuse. Remember again, this is easy. All we need to do is cross multiply in the direction where we have two numbers and divide by that outside number. Now this one is a bit different, but still with the calculator it's simple. 1 times 36 divided by sine of 12. Easy, the calculator does all the work. X equals 173.2. Now round correctly, that's one decimal place, because that's 5 or more, it goes up to 2. Okay. Pause that if you need to pause it. Let's move on. So if we look at 15 and 16, let's go ahead and identify the acute angle we have. This leg is adjacent to the acute angle. This leg is opposite the acute angle. I know that because this has to be the hypotenuse, right? Because the hypotenuse is across the 90-degree angle. Adjacent, opposite, that looks like the tangent ratio. There's adjacent and opposite. It's the only one that has those two. So then we know tangent of the angle, 69 degrees, is equal to the ratio opposite over adjacent. Put a 1 under it and cross multiply, divide by the third number on the outside. So it's 1 times 15 divided by tangent of 69. Close the parentheses, push enter. 5.8. That rounds. to 5.8. Okay, let's look at 16. There's the acute angle. This is the hypotenuse. This is the adjacent leg. That's the opposite leg. Adjacent leg will always be near the 19 degrees. Opposite leg is the one across from it. Opposite hypotenuse, that's the sine ratio. So we know sine of the angle 19 degrees is equal to the ratio opposite over hypotenuse. Put a 1 under here, cross multiply, divide. One times 14 divided by sine of 19. That looks like 43. Okay. Pause that, write that down. I'm going to go to a new video.